Hello there everybody. Yeah. Right, just set the header going. Right, yeah, this is just the very start of harvest. Obviously we did the headland in the video. I've just uploaded it like an hour ago. Maybe, from when I'm recording this. But I'm recording this the day before it, or maybe 2 days before it gets uploaded. So, yeah. But this is the big harvest day. This is the day where we're going to be hopefully doing most of this field. So yeah. Hope you all quite enjoy this kind of harvesting session, because I know that I'm going to, because this is one of my favourite harvesters, and also, I don't know why, but I've gotten a lot more into Farming Simulator than I was before. Even though I was already mad into it, I'm a lot more into it now. Every free spare second of my life I've got is on this. But I'm thinking I'm possibly gonna... Oh look, a train. Anyway, I'm possibly gonna make a construction simulator series once my Greenwich Valley series is continued. I'm thinking it's only gonna go on for like 50 episodes, so might go on a bit longer, but I don't know. So yeah, once we've done that, as I said, we'll probably do construction simulator, because I've got a few mod vehicles. I've got a remote pickup. Ooh, look, there's the Flying Scotsman train. Yeah, as well as that, I've got like a remote truck, a trailer, small Volvo digger. I think it's actually a big Volvo digger, but it might be a big cat, I'm not sure. It's one of the two. I'm also hoping to get more active on my Facebook page, which, if anybody hasn't heard of it, it's Robert's Gaming and More. That is just the name of the Facebook page. Hold on, I have to hop out and see this. I think I got a screenshot. Just taking another one in case. That's beautiful. Love that train. It's actually quite a nice model. Love the smoke coming out of it. Anyway, off that tangent. Oops, I accidentally left the harvester cutting. Probably shouldn't do that because health and safety and all that. That'll be fine. So I think we're not going to do much editing on this video. We might do one cut, but not much. Because obviously this is the kind of main part of this video is going to be this job. Well, probably the whole of this video. But I'm thinking that after I've done this, we're going to get the front loader bale spec on the New Holland, because as you all know, in the last video we built up the bale storage shelter, but we haven't actually put in any bales in it, and they're just lying in the shed that I really want to have as a grain shed, because I don't really want to do silo as much as possible. Like, obviously, you know, we start off with some grain in it, which we are going to be selling. As you can see, we have got some. Well, I don't think we sold any of it yet. But yeah, once we sold that, we're going to be predominantly using the shed. We might use the silo every now and again, but not that often. Because honestly, I feel like I enjoy sheds more. Like just having to scoop it out with the front loader. As you can see, the front loader is on the New Holland, but hasn't got a bucket or bale spec or anything on. With the header trailer, so it's quite nice. And obviously we've got the beast of Massey. So, as you can see, our vehicle fleet is predominantly Massey. We've got the Massey tractor combine, but then we've also got the New Holland, which is actually probably my favourite of the lot, but possibly that Massey. I'm not sure. But I still do love this harvester. All of the machinery is really good, because honestly, harvesting is probably one of my favourite jobs. Other than maybe spreading slurry and manure, because that's kind of something I don't do that often, but I quite enjoy. Or possibly forage wagons. No, forage harvester. No, wagon isn't as good. If I can think, it might help. But yeah, as you can see, it is a fairly big field. Isn't too big. And then we'll have to drill this field and field 2, which is that field with the tree in the middle, with the grassy patch, which is also hopefully going to, well, it's plowed, so I'm hopefully going to do it as a soybean crop. And then I'm thinking to do this one here as possibly a wheat field, but I don't know. But I'm planning to start doing grass work a lot more, because as you will know, in the last video we sold field 1. No, it wasn't the last video, was it? Was it? No, it was. It was the last video when we sold field 1. Oh, means have just come on because I've just gone above 80%. Just turned them off quickly. Yeah. Obviously, we've got a fair bit of money from that. We got about 620,000 in from that. Anyway, our current figure is £688,451. So we've got a fair bit to spend. Hopefully gonna get some cows, because we already have bale spike and everything. Obviously for them I need some hay, hay bales, grass bales, silage bales. So I'll have to build up a storage facility and also probably get a bale trailer, honestly. So yeah, that'll be good. Then once we've gotten cows all sorted, then we'll hopefully get some calves in, and because obviously that's a feature of chellington. And then once we've gotten all them in, and then we'll be making a fair bit of money off of it, hopefully. We will sell some cows, but it'll mainly be milk that we sell. Obviously keeping a bit for the calves. We'll always try and keep our supply above 10,000 litres where possible. Oh, it's actually full. Brilliant. I'm gonna quickly run over to Massey. Yeah, I think that after I get to the end of this row, I'll cut, not for that long, just for a few rows, and then go back to the video. I mean, like, back to having it as actually being recorded and not being cut. So as you can see, it's coming up the combine fairly fast. I really do like how the grain movement's animated. As you can see, it kind of actually goes down in different ways. Like, part of it's going down faster than the other part. Part away from the auger kind of disappears at a different rate from the part nearest. But anyway. Right, that's that finished unloading. So we should get about 4 loads into the trailer after each unload at 100%, so it's good. My favourite thing about this tractor is you have to wait for all the red lights to disappear before you can actually drive. Anyway. Yeah, it's a Massey Ferguson 7719 Dyna 6. Possibly one of my favourite in-game tractors, although that New Holland, what is it actually? T6.125 is possibly my favourite. I just love the central, no, not central, what's it called, the bit that sticks out the top of the, just above the speed dial with all the blue buttons and stuff, and how that's styled. And just generally it looks good. Anyway, enough of that. We're gonna get to the end of this row and then I'm gonna cut the video. Just for maybe 2 rows or something. Not that far. Maybe just even 1 row. So yeah, I will see you in a second. Okay then everybody. Yeah, just thought I'd get a nice shot there of it looking through the grain to the harvester. But yeah, this is just going back up. Only did 1 row being cut out, but you know, it's kinda, I feel like I shouldn't cut that much a harvest out, because Obviously, it's quite a nice job. I think that a lot of people enjoy it. I'm pretty sure. But something that I'm looking at getting is a small moor for doing up along the side of the train tracks there. Obviously, I own the train tracks. If you have a quick look at the map, yeah, you can see I own the train tracks, which are, well, you can see the line for the train tracks just above biogas plant, egg cell point, main store bar, and all that kind of stuff. Between us and Field 3, when there's the lines, but I own it all, so I can mow right up to the edge. Just have to make sure there is no trains. Although I am looking at replacing the pickup with a Land Rover, like I'm looking at doing on Greenwich, because, well, yes, that might make it seem a bit overused. I might not, but honestly, I feel like it's a good setup. Or then again, I could, if I really wanted, use, what's it called? Oh, I'll have to find what it's called again. I think it's in this category, is it? Oh, I'll quickly look for it. Yeah, this. Manchi GE. That would be quite nice. Not sure what colour. Then again, I'm wondering, would the class green? No, I don't actually like that very much. Class red, maybe? Oh yeah, that's nice. Quite like that. Honestly, we need beacons and ramps and stuff. That would be 37,000. And if we look at the price of pickup, 33,000. If we were to sell it in the store, well, yes, obviously we'll have to buy a trailer and more. That might even make us a little bit of money vehicle-wise. Not more than trailer-wise, but otherwise we'd have to buy that and still keep the pickup, so hey, I think that might be worth it. Possibly. So I'm gonna look into that. That might possibly be something that we do at the end of this harvest. And no, I know that might seem like a bit of waste, but other than that, that's really gonna be all we get, other than stuff for the proper farm. But you know, I want to keep that side area kind of presentable, and also we could do kind of contracts for the council. For an example, nearby manor house, we're struggling with getting people to mow it, and they're quite often having multiple people who live around it using little push mowers. So I could always offer my service and mow that kind of area for them, mow along the just by the rail line, because obviously I don't want that getting too long, because, well, it's right next to a railway, so I don't want that to be very long grass. You know, I want them to be able to see out where I can allow them to. I can go right up along side of both this field and field number 2. Although it does look fairly steep to mow, but I think we'd survive. Shouldn't be an issue. I'm probably going to record for about 30 minutes. Maybe a bit longer, but I'm not sure. Then again, we aren't cutting much, so maybe even just 25 minutes, because I aren't cutting much out. But I'm gonna recording and editing a lot more now. It's currently snowy outside, so I'm hoping to make a video out in it tomorrow, if the snow's still there. We've got a fair bit. Most of the areas around us hasn't, but we've got actually a good 2 centimetre in most places. Sometimes a bit deeper, sometimes a bit thinner. And whilst I know that doesn't sound like much, honestly, compared to most areas, only having it at the very sides of fields, side of roads, that kind of thing, and mainly as hail, I think they've gotten it fairly good. So obviously snow is better than just little bits of hail, and also it's quite fluffy and light where we are, and there's ice thick enough that you can stamp on it and it doesn't break, and you can fully stand on it doesn't break. So it is actually quite good. It doesn't seem it, but I think today it was -1, and then you also had wind chill, so still isn't warming up any. But you know, I enjoy it. I'm a person who hates hot weather but loves cold weather. Can't stand the hot. I find I get really hot way too easy. And that's it full. So I'll quickly sprint across to the Massey. Right, we'll hop up in. It's good that it's not having to drive the Massey tractor through the crop. I was just going to say a Massey, but then obviously there's the combine. As you can see, brakes are actually still on. So we'll fit one more load of the combine in after this, and then we'll have to either sell it or keep it. But looking at the prices, let's see what we're gonna probably be doing. Probably sell. What's the economic difficulty at? Easy, I was just wondering. Yeah, I'll probably sell it, why not? It'll be a fair bit of income. And also, I won't be having problems like my off-camera series that I play. I'm having very big problems with that. I just set up a cow farm when I wasn't in the most financially stable place anyway. So I'm currently I'm in the middle of doing contracts so I can afford a wrapper. I think I'm just about there. Because obviously I wasn't thinking straight and I bought equipment bigger than I need for doing mowing and stuff, and a bigger windrower than I need, because I was thinking I'd have plenty of money left over because I saved up a lot, but it turns out I didn't, which is a bit of a shame. So yeah, it was a bit awkward, but I think I'm recovering the series. I mean, not the series, but the game that I play on my own, like the save game. But for a bit I was just almost, well, I think at one point with stuff like a class Axion 900 class Tucano, I was down at about £100, which obviously for this game isn't good, considering my property maintenance is about, what, £80 a day. But obviously I was quite lucky because harvest, because you can't really get that long in between harvest if crop growth is that fast like it was. So I think I'm recovering it, but yeah, that's it. Just ticked over into the 20th minute of recording. It'll be less than 20 minutes for you, but coming up, because obviously I did that row off camera. Well, I'm quite happy with the progress we've made. Hopefully get it finished in the next video. Well, no, most definitely, because if I don't, I'm going to do it off camera or get it cut out of the video part of it. So yeah, right now I'm starting to get a bit bored because I've been going for about an hour now with recording, and technical difficulties have been going on for about 40 minutes. Had to restart my whole computer multiple times because Xbox Game Bar was playing up a bit. My audio thing wouldn't load, even though I had full internet, like my audio mixer, and I need to open it up because I have FS to the point that I can't hear it, and you can still hear it quite well because of how my microphone is. Whereas when I'm playing on my own, I put the Xbox Game Bar FS down to about 70. Currently it's sitting at about 2. So yeah, that kind of puts into contrast how much it changes. I can't hear a single bit of game volume right now. I'm at home. What's my computer volume at? It's at 2. Got a bit out just then. So once I get to the end of this row, I'm probably going to start going like side to side. Or not actually. Not quite close enough for that yet, I don't think. Because then it makes it a lot easier than having to do how I'm doing it. But you know. I don't think that's currently suitable. We'll get a bit of interior work. I work on the view of interior. If you quickly look, you can see down the back of the steering column, slight dent. So I'm gonna have to get that fixed. I think I have a special plastic cover thing. And it looks like plastic, but really it's just this kind of weird bit of cloth that looks exactly like plastic. Supplied by Massey for their combine interiors. Just to cover up for areas that don't really matter that much. Like, for example, if you manage to dent the back of your steering column somehow. I don't know how I've actually managed that. Only thing I could think of is knocking the steering column into the glass if I ever have. Moving it, but I don't think... I'll probably do the glass no good rather than the steering wheel. Actually, I think I'm going to get to the end of this row and that'll be the end of the video. So I'm quite happy, that's maybe about halfway. After that then we're going to buy the MAN. Actually no, we won't need the Eiffel Williams trailer. So other than the more I will be saving money, because if I think about it I can have ramps on that, which means I can get the more in the back of the trailer. I'm probably going to have just a small John Deere mower that I know of. Well, that I know most of you guys will know of, because I have used it continuously. But I'm thinking that at some point I might be getting a mini dumper for the series. Unless you might think, what's the point in that? I'm also looking at getting a mini digger. And then we will be doing kind of some work with that. With like manure and stuff. And filling in trenches for our people. Because, or actually no, I'm not going to go any further. Yeah, if I quickly look in here for a bit when I'm speaking to you. I'm going to hopefully fill in trenches for money. For building sites and stuff. I'm looking to kind of diversify a bit. And make some money like that. But obviously I need the small dumper for moving soil. But we'll have to build a soil area anyway. And then we can get soil put in over there, dump it by the site and then kind of fill it in. But you know, that'll probably be a bit. And also, before I do any of that, I have to look at getting the Alpine DLC because it's an electric digger and I wasn't thinking straight. So I can't get it until I get the DLC. But yeah, hope you've all enjoyed this video. So, hope to see you in the next one. Yeah, bye.